Hello and welcome to our Year with the Ears, our daily vlog where we relive our year living in the Walt Disney World Resorts in 2019. Today is day 331.
It's moving day again, so we're packing up all of our stuff here at Caribbean Beach, and we did still call Bell Services to transfer some of our bags, not all of them. They took the larger ones and we took all the smaller stuff and put it in the car. It's just easier than trying to play the crazy game of Tetris and fit everything in there. We just took some of the stuff with us and we'll let Bell Services take care of transferring the rest. We left the room and we decided to go and do that scavenger hunt that we picked up a couple days ago. We still haven't done it. We should probably do it before we leave. And it turns out this scavenger hunt was a lot more difficult than we anticipated. Not because the things were necessarily hard to find, but they were just all over the resort, very spread out. And this is a very large resort, so it took us a lot longer to complete the hunt than we thought it would. We finally got done and went up to claim our prize, and we're actually pleasantly surprised.
This is the biggest prize we have gotten to date for any of the resort scavenger hunts, and we were really glad because we worked really hard for this prize. We walked everywhere this morning, and this was really cool because they hand you this adorable little treasure chest, and you're like, oh, that's nice, what's inside? And you open it, and it literally popped open. I'm not joking, it literally popped open, and the cute little pirate bear came out, and they had coins in there and a little necklace. There were just so many things, and we were like, oh my goodness. So we start pulling things out just to see everything that was inside. It was really difficult to get a picture of all this because you're trying to show everything inside and it's a scavenger hunt. So we were out there on the dock trying to take this picture. We looked hilarious, but we finally got a good enough picture that we felt like you could see a good amount of things inside. While we were taking the picture, a cast member came over. They're like, is everything okay? Are you guys good? We're like, yeah, we're just looking at the treasure chest and we're taking pictures to show your treasure hunt here. And he's like, oh, wow, did you enjoy it? And we're like, yeah, but it did make us walk a lot, so that was kind of annoying. We were everywhere, but at least we got a really good prize. This is the best prize of any of the resorts we've been to. And he goes, really? What do the other resorts have? So we started telling him some of the things we've gotten, and he goes, I'm the one that put this scavenger hunt together. We're like, it was great. Sorry for saying anything about it. But we did end up talking to him for about 30 minutes, which was awesome. We talked all about the scavenger hunts at the resorts, the activities, and the fun runs. And we were told there's a possibility Caribbean Beach is getting a fun run, but they couldn't have one until Riviera was finished, which actually makes a lot of sense because it is connected to Riviera, so they can't have anyone going near any construction over there. We were really excited because we love the fun runs, and if another resort gets one, that's just one more we can do.
So he was asking us all kinds of questions about the different fun runs and what the prizes were, which ones we liked and didn't like. We gave lots of information on that. Hint, hint, we want pins for prizes. That's what everyone loves. Anyway, after we finished talking with him, we did say goodbye and leave because we needed to get over to our new room. Went over to Wilderness Lodge where we are checking into a deluxe studio at Copper Creek. I did book this at the 11-month window exactly for Thanksgiving. I wanted to make sure we had something at our home resort and the studio was available. So I'm very happy we have a few nights here, and I'm also going to get to spend my birthday here at my favorite resort.
I did not know where we were staying for Thanksgiving. It was a surprise to me. So when Robert told me, I realized that we will be home for Thanksgiving. No, we won't be actually home or with family, but Copper Creek is our home resort. So we were at home for Thanksgiving, which was very comforting. There's just something very comforting about that, especially when you walk in and as a DVC member, they say, welcome home. And so that was very nice because it is a holiday. Normally we do spend it with family, and so this was just a very sweet thing for us.
When we got there, our room was not quite ready, so we hung out in the lobby for just a little while. They did have the gingerbread cabin there, and they had actually set up selling gingerbread outside the cabin now. So if you wanted to eat some, of course you can't eat the cabin, but they do sell some if you want some gingerbread, and the smell of the cabin really makes you want to buy some gingerbread. It's ridiculous. Our room was ready shortly after that though, so we did head down to our room and took pictures and did a video room tour of the room. Now the dresser in this room is very unique. In fact, I don't think we've seen anything quite like it anywhere else. As you can see, all the drawers are different sizes and different colors. They have different hardware on them. This one's a feather, which kind of looks like a piece of bacon to me. So I think I'd rather it be bacon, but you know, it's a feather. And then this one here is a little fox kind of curled up sleeping. You can see that there. This one's an arrow, and they are really big drawers. As you can see, there's a lot of space in there. So those bigger drawers, this one and the two on the bottom, are definitely pretty deep. And then this one actually is a decent size as well. So if you're one of those people that likes to unpack, this might come in handy. And if you'd like to see that entire video, it is linked down in the description below and up there in the corner.
When we were done with taking pictures and video, we did start bringing our stuff in from the car, and once we were settled, we walked out to the water and took a boat over to Fort Wilderness because we do want to sign up for the Turkey Trot. That's their fun run they do every Thanksgiving, and if we sign up ahead of time, we don't have to be there as early because signups are 30 minutes earlier before everything else, and if I can get an extra 30 minutes of sleep, I'm going to do that. So we headed over there and got off the boat, and immediately we saw some deer, which is really weird because there are a lot of people and golf carts over there, and they were just kind of walking around like it's no big deal. Like, oh yeah, these people are always here. And so we followed them just a little bit to see where they were because we were told there were quite a few of them through some trees. So we're looking at those, and then we went to sign up for the Turkey Trot, and we were told you have to do that at the bike barn. We did not know that, and because we came here on the boat, we have to walk all the way to the bike barn from the marina, which is a decent length. So we started walking and got to see even more deer on the way, which was so cool. And they're just so trusting of people. I love that so much. They weren't very far from us, and they just kind of looked at you like, hey, you stay there, we'll stay here, it's all good. So we just got to see them for a little bit. And then we saw some turkey, and Robert was really excited about this.
Why did the turkeys cross the road? Because Thanksgiving is tomorrow. I was very proud of that joke, and no, the terrible jokes never end. They just keep going and going and going. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry mostly to Alyssa, who has to put up with them all the time. Eventually, we did make it over to the bike barn. We did sign up for the Turkey Trot, which does mean we get an extra 30 minutes of sleep in the morning, which is exciting. And then we had to walk all the way back to the marina. So we got all the way back to the marina. The sun was starting to set over the lake, so we got on the boat back over to Wilderness Lodge and had a beautiful sunset. So we took a bunch of pictures there, and then when we got back to the resort, we wanted to go and get a picture of the tree, and the tree in the lobby is so massive. We had to go to a higher floor to try and get a better angle on it because this thing is just huge. It's absolutely beautiful though. I love Christmas time here at Wilderness Lodge, especially now we have the gingerbread cabin and the tree. We did go back to our room and kind of put things away, and then we had to head down to Geyser Point because we're actually meeting up with some friends for dinner and also bison burgers because Geyser Point.
And I ordered a steak sandwich, which is very unusual, but I was told it's really good, and it was really good, just not as good as the bison burger. That was what I really wanted. So we shared so that each of us could get some of the bison burger and some of the steak sandwich. We stayed out here at Geyser Point talking to our friends for a couple hours. It is so beautiful and peaceful out here. We love this outdoor lounge. We finally did say goodbye and headed to our room and set up our Apple TV once again so that we can watch something else on Disney Plus. And we opted for a classic we both love, Atlantis. We love this movie. It is so underrated.
So
my
underrated.
Goodness.
Yeah.
We had so much fun watching this again. Again, seeing all those little details that you miss as a kid. And then when you watch it as an adult, you're like, oh my goodness, that's so cool. We really enjoyed seeing this again. At this point, it was very late, so we did head to bed. And that was the end of our day today. So we'll see you tomorrow
for our Year with the Ears.